Morning, guys. So we're going to do we're trying to catch up on all the videos, so these will come out as quick as I can get them made and compressed. Start off with a very short one, times tables. This one was basically just to print out the multiplication table for a given value, same number of columns, same number of rows. I think the story problem was something like our little sister's learning them. Great. So I've got my skeleton set up. I've got my scanner built in. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get a prompt from our little sister. Okay, and we'll just call it in. All right, now, because we're wanting to make a two-dimensional grid, number of columns, number of rows, but they're identical, easiest way to do that is with a nested for loop inside a for loop. So, and the reason why we're using a for loop is because, again, we know exactly how many times we want to do. So if she entered a 5, we would do 1 through 5 times 1 through 5. The reason why we skip 0 is obviously because 0 cancels everything out, so it's not really helpful for a table. We will need two variables. We'll do our classic I right here, and we'll start at 1. I will be less than or equal to n, and I plus plus. Now we're going to do the exact same thing here in the inner loop, but we're going to change our variable because we need a second one. We'll go j this time, equals 1. J is less than equal to n, j plus plus. All right, so now we're ready to print. Now, I do a print statement here instead of a print ln because remember, I want to make the row have multiple things going on. I need to space them out evenly, which on this case is going to be an easy one to just use tab. But what do I want to print out? Well, I want to print out where those numbers meet. So 1 times 3 would print 3. 4 times 2 would print 8. So I want to multiply these when I print them. As it's multiplication, parenthesis is not required, but a lot of times it's good to do it just to make sure that you know the math will be done. Then I concatenate with a tab. That's going to shift it over before the next one gets printed. Now that's going to keep everything on the same row. Once I get to the end, however, then I want to make a new line to come back. So for that, this is where I print an ln for an empty string just so that I hit enter. All right. So we give that a shot. Let's do 5, real simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, 4 times 4 is 16. Works really good. Okay, so let's try it again with a larger number. Usually in school they have you learn up through 12. I need to shrink this down just a little bit. There you go. 1 through 12. 12 by 12 is 144. And that's it.